Hello everyone. Saving money. In terms of saving money, fundamental is the same regardless of if you want to save 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 or $1 million. Where it starts to get different is our approach to saving money. Many people want to save money quick, but they don't essentially know how to do it. And I think there are very strategic, not too complicated methods that we can use that have worked time and time again, and we're going to share some of them in this video. For 4 strategies I think we can all use if we want to save money and save it quick. For example, $10,000, which is what we've used in this video. To save $10,000, many people can just look at it at dividing $10,000 over the 12 months, $833. If you can save that, you can get $10,000 at the end of a year. It's a bit more complicated than that, because to think about saving an exact amount every month over and over again means you're telling yourself that you're going to be able to put that money away. You're not going to be able to touch it. Nothing's going to come up. Nothing is going to impact your ability to save that money consistently for over 12 months and get to the end state at the end of the year. As much as we'd like to think that, the reality is not always the case. So what are ways that we can not only trick our minds, but also create good habits to put us where we need to be at the end of the year? My number 1 is spend less. Less is often easier said than done, because for most of us, we're spending the least amount of money that we can spend on a month-to-month basis without, living like a hermit. Spending less for someone who's been spending a specific amount involves a bit more work. First of all, you need to identify everything that you spend money on: your home, your utilities, your transportation, food, and all that fun stuff, and all the other things you spend on. And then you're going to start to figuratively look at where you can cut. You're going to start to realistically look at where you can cut down money. For most people, our home's a fixed cost. We can't cut down any money there. Transportation, are there ways that we can cut the cost of transportation down? It's currently spring, we're going into summer. Some other things we can start to do, like walk into places, taking less Uber, rideshare. All those things that you can do to cut down your current expense for movement is a way to look at transportation. The same applies to things like food and every other expense. Are you paying for a gym membership that you can be going to a less expensive gym? Are you paying for Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus that you can consolidate maybe into just one subscription? Those are ways we can look at reducing our expenses month over month that will bring us one step closer to saving the exact amount that we need. The next major thing is increasing our income. For everyone who wants to, make more money, spend more money, save more money, the major relying fact is income. How much do you make and how much goes out? For some of us, it might not even be how much can we reduce our spending or how much can we save. It's how can we increase our spending to increase our income to meet our goals. Take, for example, if your expenses are $800 a month, and you've reduced your spending to $790 a month, you've only reduced $10, your income still remains flat at $1,000. So whatever you do, you're going to be limited by that income. Start looking for other ways to make money. For some people, for people like myself, the easiest way is to find a part-time job. Find times within your day that you can spare and find something that you could do to earn extra income within that time. I would pick up something that has maybe a flexible schedule, because now this is your part-time job. You can pick shifts when you are available as opposed to giving you scheduled set shift week to week. And something that you can also have fun with, enjoy, and maybe learn a thing or two. For me, when I need extra cash, I try to work in sales or somewhere in the phone industry. Sales, because it's not dependent on how many hours I put in, but majorly on how much effort I put in, and I can make more money there. Phone industry, just because I like messing around with phones and gadgets and all that stuff. So find something that it's flexible, something that you can do, something that you can grow in and learn from. Most importantly, something that would make you extra money. The third part, now that you've reduced your spending, you've made extra money, is start to look at ways to make money while you sleep. One of the ways you can do that is invest. Find an investment that you are comfortable with. If it's the stock market, if it's bonds, mutual funds, whatever it is, if it's a GIC, try to find something that will give you an exact or guaranteed or close to guaranteed amount within a certain time frame. So you're not limited to the amount of time you're putting in to make money, but you're also making money while you sleep to grow and reach that savings target. If you are able to find an investment that gets you closer to that goal, you've already pretty much won, in my opinion. Many people invest in stocks month over month so that they can get a return at the end of the year. That might be a good platform or a good way to get ahead, a good way to increase your earnings potential. You're doing your main job, your side job, and if you have a side hustle, that'd be great. But an investment, something that earns you money while you sleep, doesn't require your attention or doesn't require you directly applying your time to that thing to make extra money. Fourth is kind of a three-pronged approach, which is discipline, target, and review. You have to be disciplined to be able to follow this through. Many of us get tired, life gets in our way, we get too caught up in the day-to-day life. If you are disciplined enough to know that you have a target, you want to save 10,000 at the end of the year, at the end of 6 months, whatever that target is, be disciplined enough to see through. Once you start, you have to hold down, whether through get to the end, and then you can set up a different target, which is why I always advise people when you're setting up savings target, if it's 10K, 20K, 30K, don't set a target that is going to stretch you, outside of your normal means or your ability to reach. Don't set something that's crazy. Make little incremental steps throughout the way. Start something you can achieve now and then reset the target and do something else later. If it's 10K, set that 10K, set a realistic time frame with which you can reach that 10K and work towards it. Stay disciplined. Track your expenses, track your overall income, have a budget. Know what's coming in, know what's going out. Don't just leave things to chance. Make sure you have like a budget tracker or a spending tracker and know where all your money is going realistically. At the end of the day, review everything. If you are reviewing things on a monthly, quarterly basis, try to level set with yourself. Let yourself know where things are, what your target is, where you're supposed to be. If you're not there yet, that's great. How can we cover up the gap? How can we reset and go further? There are tons of apps that help with budgeting and tracking. Download some of them, use them to help you, get through this process, and eventually you're going to get there. There is the 833 rule. If 10K is your goal to meet, you can save or put aside $833 a month. Invest some of it if you get extra cash, and you will get to that 10K eventually. It's something that's worked for tons and tons of people. It's not rocket science. It's not new logic. It works. If you reduce your spending, increase your income, the math pretty much mathes itself, if that even is a thing. But those are my 4 recommendations on saving a bit more money to reach your goal. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.